Hi, this is Rue. Welcome to the SlashGear Weekly Roundup. The biggest news this week was Microsoft Windows 8. The interface was finally previewed at the D9 conference and was later shown at Computex running on some ARM-powered tablet prototypes, including one that was sporting NVIDIA's Cal-L quad-core processor. Windows 8 uses the same Metro UI with live tiles that we've seen in the Windows Phone 7 platform. You first enter from a customizable lock screen into the Start pages, where you'll find panels of live tiles that you can swipe through horizontally. Each tile represents an app, but what's different is that Windows 8 apps can be developed simply using HTML5 and JavaScript. Other interesting features include one called Snap, which lets you view two simultaneously running apps on screen side by side. Also, two layout options are offered for the soft keyboard. One is your typical layout, while the other is a split keyboard placed so that you can easily type with your thumbs. But the shocker came when the tablet UI was able to launch classic Microsoft programs such as Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. It's pretty certain now that Windows 8 will be replacing Windows 7 and be the one OS working for tablets, laptops, and desktops. So it's kind of funny to think how just the week before Microsoft's PR team was denying all this, and now...
This is the new version of Windows. It's going to run on laptops, it's going to run on desktops, it's going to run on PCs with mouse and keyboard, it's going to run on touch slates, it's going to run on everything. Hundreds of millions of Windows PCs powered by this new interface and new platform.
Computex 2011 in Taipei was dominated by news from ASUS. Thanks to their popularity of their ASUS ePad transformer, the company was able to hype things up for two new tablets. And the one that stood out is, of course, the tablet and phone hybrid called the Padfone. Is it a pad or is it a phone?
Is this a pad? Or a phone in a pad? Who's calling me?
A 4.3-inch Android smartphone fits into a compartment with a hinged lid on the back of a 10.1-inch tablet. The tablet can access the storage on the phone and can use the phone's 3G connection. The phone's UI is seamlessly transferred onto the tablet and can recharge using the tablet's separate battery. The tablet will have a front-facing camera, while the phone will have both a front-facing and a rear-facing camera. That rear-facing camera can be used even while the phone is inside of the tablet, thanks to a small hole on the back of the tablet. The concept is interesting but not completely new. The announcement quickly brought attention to a few other similar concepts. One came out a year ago called the Smart Book by AlwaysInnovating. Another is CMIT's TransPhone, which came out 3 days ahead of the Padfone. And then later on at Computex, a motherboard maker, ACS, debuted a phone and tablet hybrid that promised to work with the iPhone. And their aim is that it would eventually be modular enough to work with any phone. Another event last week was the Uplink 2011 conference hosted by Qualcomm. Our very own Vincent Nguyen was there and even got interviewed by Callie Lewis.
What your thoughts were?
We really like it. I think it's got a great market for not just gamers. I mean, it's a wet, can I say wet dream? It's a wet dream for even smartphone users because it's got all the controllers you would need to interact with a gaming device.
Yes.
In this case, you get to make phone calls.
Qualcomm introduced a new Snapdragon game optimization program where the company will support developers to create console-quality games optimized for the Snapdragon hardware. HTC gave a keynote touching on NFC, cloud data, and 4G. They also announced their partnership with OnLive to bring rich gaming experiences to their phones. And beyond that, there was lots of game demoing, drum playing, and sexy sword fighting. Beat that, Apple keynote! Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference is kicking off Monday, June 6th, and the company made an unusual move by revealing exactly what's on the agenda. They are promising to talk about iOS 5, OS X Lion, and the iCloud. Not only is the iOS 5 said to have a revamped notification system plus widgets, it's now believed to also have deep Twitter integration. Apple's iCloud logo has been revealed, and insiders tip that Apple has finally signed on Universal Music Group, which is the last and largest of the 4 major music labels. Other rumors say that the service may cost $25 a year, Apple may offer a student discount, and the service could launch with not only music but also movies and TV shows streaming. We'll be covering the event live, so keep it here at SlashGear.com to find out all the details from WWDC. Another event next week is the E3 2011 Gaming Conference. Besides all the awesome games that we'll demo, there will be two major announcements when it comes to new gaming hardware. First off is Nintendo's next generation console, the Wii 2, also known as Project Cafe, which will be unveiled for the very first time. We've talked about all the speculation in previous weeks, saying that the game controllers for the new console will each feature a camera and a 6-inch touchscreen display. The second thing is the Sony NGP, the next generation portable, or essentially the PSP2. It's now rumored to be called the Sony Vita, and it's confirmed again to be backwards compatible, meaning all the games you purchased in the past for the PSP will play on the NGP. But not only that, they'll also be automatically smoothed and upscaled. Sony really needs the NGP to turn things around, especially after its PS3 sales slowed down, the 5-week outage of the PlayStation Network, and the various security problems that followed. The PlayStation Store came back online this past Thursday, but that very same day, Sony Pictures got hacked with the personal data of over 1 million users compromised. The hackers even posted some 39,000 of those users' information online, which included email and password combinations and even home addresses and date of births. Sony is still investigating this situation. Nonetheless, Sony's PlayStation Network Welcome Back package officially kicked off on Friday. The package includes a choice of 2 out of 5 free games for the PS3 and another 2 for the PSP. There's also 30 days free membership to PlayStation Plus. The offer expires on July 3rd. That wraps it up this week. Make sure to check out our reviews for the DROID X2, the LG Revolution, and the T-Mobile Sensation 4G. Thanks for watching. This is Rude with SlashGear. We'll see you next time. I said hole, not whore. Thanks to a small whore on the back of the tablet.